Iowa State Fair 2026 on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm being joined right now by the soon-to-be outgoing Dairy Princess, Iowa State Dairy Princess, Kelsey Timp. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
All right, so, you know, the new princesses were crowned last night. You want to tell us, first of all, who they were, and then we'll talk a little about your year in the position.
Yeah, so last night we crowned our 73rd Iowa Dairy Princess and alternate. The 73rd Iowa Dairy Princess is Hannah Hagan from Almaquee County, and the 73rd Iowa Dairy Princess alternate is May Wiedemeyer, representing the Iowa Jersey Cattle Club.
All right, so talk a little bit about what you've experienced this year. I mean, obviously, it's just going to be getting rolling for them after the state fair. What kind of things did you experience? What kind of highlights of your year?
Yeah, so this year was definitely filled with all kinds of activities. We traveled to all four corners of the state with over 80 events and 10,000 miles traveled. We met people from all walks of life. We did on-farm activities like open houses, school events, farm tours, and everything in between. We were at the Iowa Eats Festival, saw lots of different dairy producers, dairy products, and ate lots of ice cream, made lots of cow hats.
Well, that sounds like fun. I mean, so obviously we talk about the dairy industry. Iowa's usually we focus so much on the cattle, the hogs, the corn, and the soybeans, and those are all great, but we have a robust dairy industry in the state too.
Yeah, so Iowa actually ranks number 10th in dairy production, and we're climbing too. We've got all kinds of dairy in almost all of the state, and northeast Iowa, northwest Iowa with the Lamar's Blue Bunny plant and soon to be the Daisy plant in Boone. So we're still on the up, we're growing, which is good to hear.
And what kind of things have you been hearing from people when you're on these trips? I mean, learning about dairy, or even from some of the people who are in the industry?
Yeah, so I hear all kinds of things about people from all walks of life. Like I said, we talk to producers and consumers, we answer questions, and people just want to know more about us and what we do, because coming from a different background of them, we have that real world experience, and they just want to know what it's like, and we want them to be confident putting dairy in their refrigerator, on their dinner table, and in their snack bags. And
what's kind of the message you've been getting out to those people, you know, on behalf of like the family farms out there that are producing those dairy products?
Yeah, so we want to share the message that dairy is a nutrient-rich product that is super good for bone growth and brain development. It's something that you should include in your diet because it provides 13 essential nutrients, and it's nature's most perfect food.
So I'm sure you're going to be giving Hannah some advice when she takes over for you here at the end of the fair. What kind of things are you telling her to be ready for? Yeah, so one of my biggest pieces of advice to her was to just say yes. Say yes to everything. Say yes to the long drives, the early mornings. Sometimes the days can get long, but you have to remember why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. The Iowa dairy farmers Iowa dairy farmers are really, really happy to have us representing them in all situations, talking about them, sharing the passion that they bring to their operations every single day. So just remembering your why and saying yes to all of the things. All right, so I'm going to ask one last question for you. Of the whole year that you were in service here, what was your favorite part of the year? What was there kind of the thing that stands out the most? It's such a hard question because we did so many amazing things and met so many amazing people, but the one thing that stands out is definitely just the people as a whole. I met so many wonderful people, kids to adults, people who inspire me, even when I met a 6th grader from Oskaloosa, and she really showed me that the future of the dairy industry is really bright, and we've got a lot to look forward to. So meeting people like that, it definitely is a highlight of the year.